Well, diversity hire, trans hire, man with a mental illness, Dick Levine, Rear Admiral himself, spoke about making revenue off of child mutilation prior to working for dementia.
He ain't lying.
I got nothing. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
And may God have mercy on your soul.
is what's next. In the ongoing saga that is Groomerville, it's an ugly place. It's a very dark place. And sadly, stories like this are going to continue to crop up because they're just going to. What's up, guys? Jazz Berganzo here. What's next? Hope you guys are doing well on this Saturday. This is the weekend edition, of course. And Dick Levine. Yes, Rear Admiral Dick Levine. Admiral Dick Levine, so salute him. Runs around in lipstick and pantyhose and pumps because of diversity hires and, of course, but dementia's pronouns. Well, with that said, turns out that prior to dementia hiring him, he talked about revenue making off of child mutilation. Oh, the guy's a peach. This coming out of the post-millennial. Biden's trans diversity hire, Dick Levine, discussed revenues to be made from sex change surgeries to minors while serving as PA's top doctor. Yes. Yikes. Emails have emerged on social media that show Admiral Dick Levine, Biden's Assistant Secretary for Health, discussed the potential revenues from adolescent sex change surgeries, i.e. child mutilation, with a Philadelphia Children's Hospital. 2018 email exchange obtained by public records request by parents advocate Megan Brock, Levine, and Roland Orstein, Dr. Roland Orstein of Pennsylvania Hershey's General Children's Hospital, discussed the need to hire a social worker for the soon-to-be opened gender clinic, and Orstein asked Levine to provide information regarding potential revenue, including downstream. Orstein says she wanted to include information in a presentation to convince hospital administrators that to proceed while the hiring process for social workers. Levine responded with the hospital should be able to fund a social worker for, quote, evaluation and therapy for pediatric and adolescent patients, but cautioned that pre-surgical consult for patients under 18 will most likely be limited to FTM, top surgery, yes, lopping Susie's breast off, might be a rather limited group of patients. Of course, FTM means female to male, and top surgery is a euphemism for bilateral mastectomy. Levine advised Orstein to reach out to Linda Hawkins of the Gender Clinic, in Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, CHOP, for information about their program. Last year was revealed that CHOP Gender Clinic was willing to provide sex change surgeries to minors in foster care, was training its staff on how to coerce reluctant patients into consenting their children undergo experimental sex changes, and that its co-founder, Nadia Daushin, believes that age is just a number. Yes, it doesn't matter whether you're 18 or you're 2. When it comes to referring confused teenage girls for amputation of healthy breasts. Orstein responded later that same day to say that CHOP was either unwilling or unable to provide the data to ask Levine to contact the Mount Sinai program. I'm trying to give some numbers here to help them realize eventually ROI for the necessary position, said Orstein in an email dated December 21st, 2018. Even if patients under 18 who go for the surgery might be limited, the patients we start with will eventually be over 18, so I think it's worthwhile. Of course, I think it's worthwhile no matter what, Ornstein added. Pennsylvania State Health Children's Hospital opened its gender clinic in 2019, and the clinic's coordinator, Amy Kessling, a licensed social worker who is affiliated with the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, WPATH, is the leading trans health group that recently added eunuch as a valid innate gender identity. Even children can process. The gender clinic offers experimental puberty blockers to children as well as irreversible cross-sex hormones and surgical referrals. In 2020, articles making the one-year anniversary of the clinic's launch, Kelsey acknowledges that a huge surge in young people identifying as trans and seeking sex change operation interventions. Far from showing concern, however, Kessling views that the changes as a positive thing, the result of the information about gender identity being widely available on the internet, as well as growing number of high-profile trans models such as Dick Levine, who is noted, was a former physician at Pennsylvania State Hershey Medical Center. Other experts include Marcy Bones, the president of WPATH, said the sudden explosion in young people, mostly adolescent girls, identifying as trans is a result of social contagion. Yes. Social contagion. Yes, let's nudge them into having these type of procedures because they're teenage girls. They don't know any better. Child Gender Clinic describes his role as social worker as being a surgical advocate for our team. Caitlin Reagan helps families through initial stages of surgery planning process as well as providing assistance when insurance claims are denied. Just for shits and giggles, I'm throwing this one in. This comes out of the Gateway Pundit. Watch, Arkansas State Senator asks trans pharmacists, do you have a penis? It's... During hearing, liberal colleagues outraged. Ooh, they're mad. Arkansas State Senator Matt McKee drew audible gasp from the liberal colleagues and people attendance during a judicial committee earlier this week when he asked a transgender pharmacist, yes, a pharmacist with mental illness, do you have a penis? The question was directed at Little Rock pharmacist Mr. Herzog, who had testified before the committee. Quote, you say that you're a trans woman, McKee asked. Do you have a penis? The number of attendees at the hearing gasped. One person could be hearing shouting, disgraceful. Herzog replied the question was horrible. I don't know what my rights are, but that question was highly inappropriate, Herzog said. I'm a healthcare professional, a doctor, Herzog continued. Please treat me as such. Next question, please. Republicans are not hiding their, quote, transphobia. Today in the Judicial Committee, of course, one doctor asked if she had a penis. Another claimed that the gender-affirming care was a TikTok plot from China. Now, TikTok plot from China? Yes, we all know that China owns TikTok, but yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch. The gender-affirming care, guess what? Yeah, it's all part of dementia. The Democratic Party of Arkansas addressed the viral exchange on Twitter saying that Republicans are not hiding their transphobia. Following the exchange, Republican lawmakers passed the bill SB 199 through Arkansas State Judiciary Committee. If the bill passes, it will prohibit physicians from performing trans surgeries or prescribing puberty blockers and hormones to minors.
Woman.
I trans female, yes, ma'am, sir.
Do you have a penis?
That's horrible.
You're the one that brought that into the discussion.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip.
For Rear Admiral Dick Levine to talk about revenue making off of child mutilation, destroying children's lives while he was, quote unquote, PA's top physician prior to dementia plucking him away. Should anyone be surprised? Should anyone be surprised about this? That you have a guy with mental illness pushing destruction of children's bodies prior to him getting the nod from dementia. And of course, that's one of the biggest reasons why he was chosen by dementia. One, he's suffering from mental illness, so of course, fits Joe very well. And then two, pushing the narrative of child affirming care, i.e. child mutilation. And then we have one Dr. Herzog, pharmacist, goes in front of the Arkansas committee, Senate committee, regarding a bill that was going to cut them off, literally. And of course, you had that wonderful exchange by the state senator. Do you have a penis? Well, he should have been very forefront and upfront and said, well, you know what? Yeah, I do. What do you got to say about that? Yes, I still have my jewels. How you like those apples? I would have had a little bit more respect for the dude. But how dare you? That's horrible. Ooh, I'm offended. I'm pearl clutching. I'm rectum clenching. How dare you? How dare I point out mental illness? Because mental illness begets mental illness. I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.